So there is another way to create tables by just writing the SQL query. So now I am going to write a query to create a table named as student. So just create table, and after that we will name the table which is students. Okay, after that we would start, and now we would be defining the columns, the attributes. So first attribute would be student underscore id. So that id would be our primary key as well, and after that we would uh, define the data type which is int, and after that that should be not null. So after not null, we should also set it to the auto increment. So whenever we would be updating any record, the number of the ID would be automatically incremented. Now after that, comma. Now we would be like defining the other attribute, which should be as registration underscore number. So now after registration number should have varchar, varchar, and that should be the registration number should be of 20 characters, and not null. Yes, not null. And now the registration number should be unique. So yes, here it is. So registration number should be unique. After that we would be defining the name, and the name should also be in varchar and must have 100 length. After that the name should also be not null. So now after that we would be defining the attribute of father name. Father name must be in varchar and must have maximum length of 100, and it should not be null as well, not null. After that we would be student id, registration number, name, father name, and cnic. cnic should also be in varchar and must have maximum length of yes, 100. Okay, and cnic, and registration number and cnic both must be unique. So now after cnic, email must be in varchar, and the maximum length, yes, 100 is good. And now should we set it null or not null? I think it must be not null and unique as well. So after that, should we add, yes, add phone number as well. Phone in varchar, and for phone number maximum length of 25 is enough, and it must be. No, I think we do not need to add any other thing. What should we add? Okay, not null, and after that, oh, I forgot to add the comma here. Just remember that this is the basic syntax. You must not ignore anything like that. So you must follow the syntax as it is. So after that phone enrollment date underscore date, enrollment date should be in date data type, and date data type, and it must be not null. So department ID. So we have created the departments table, and you know that we defined an attribute as department ID. So department ID must be in integer, and maximum length we had defined 11. Now after the GPA of the student, and it must be decimal, and CGPA 5 5 4 5 2 is good. Maximum of 5, and 5 2 is good. No, 5 4 is suitable. So CGPA, and we must set a default for CGPA. Default CGPA would be 0 0. So now almost all of the table is completed. Now we will have to set a primary key and foreign key, because we would be working with multiple tables and we would be needing the foreign key to get connected to other tables. So now primary primary okay, primary key is student ID. Yes, student underscore ID. So this is our primary key. Now we would set the foreign key and references for the specific table for that foreign key. So foreign key would be department underscore ID, and references would be depart oh sorry departments, and we would be references to specific. The primary key of the department was depart ID, so I am just going to reference it with department ID. Now the table has been completed. Yes, now close all of this and end this query. Let me review. Student ID int 11 not null, auto increment registration number varchar 2 not null, unique name varchar not null, father name okay, CNIC email Yes, it is unique. Phone not null. Enrollment date not null. Department underscore ID int 11 CGPA decimal 54 default 00 and primary key student underscore ID and foreign key. Departments underscore ID and references for the foreign key is the table name is departments, and the primary key of the department is department underscore ID. So these are all the same concepts which we have studied in our class. So just click on go, and MySQL returned an empty result set, zero rows. Query took 0.0005 seconds to run. So this was the query, and now we just go towards the structure. Now we have two tables. The first is departments and the other one is students, which we just have created now. So these are the name, registration number, student ID, registration number, name, father name, CNIC, email. So now this is the type of the these are the data types, and this is the default collation, and null values default auto increment, and student ID was primary key as well, so that key is golden. So now you have learned to create a table by just putting the SQL query into the SQL pen, and now just wait for our next lecture. Just stay connected.